RimWorld Food Guide. I will show you guys how to survive on RimWorld with enough food. So the first thing is you always want to grow on fertile soil. Now to take a look at where your fertile soil are, you just go to the bottom right and click on this little, it almost seems like a planet. Click on that and this will show you all the fertile soil you have on your map. This is very fertile, this is normal, and this is less than fertile. You basically always want to grow on fertile soil like this. Now when you just start and you build your initial base, you don't want to just grab all the fertile soil you can get your hands on. Like, this might seem nice, it might seem like you'll get a lot of food, but you do not have the manpower for this. They will plant half, they will harvest half of it, it's just a mess. Instead of doing this, just start slowly, take only this one, and then as you get more growers, take a second one, a third one, and start growing more than one thing. Now what to grow in the start? Well, basically I always start off with rice. It's the best one to grow. It grows the fastest, and also it gives the most food. And then secondly, as soon as I get someone that's a high enough skill level, I think it's 7 in growing or 5. Actually we can take a look at that. Heel root, no, it's 8 now. That must have changed, maybe not. Anyway, it doesn't matter. As soon as I get someone that's a high enough skill level to grow heel root, I'll grow heel root along with rice plant. Like and subscribe. Now when it comes to setting up your kitchen, you always want to set up your kitchen close to your growing area, as well as your kitchen, your fridge. You want it close so that when they harvest it, they will, if there's someone out here, somewhere out here, they'll come back, grab a few things, bring it in. You don't want them to walk through like this, but this is just how I set it up for now. But you always want your kitchen to be close to your growing area. It's not always possible, but it makes it so much more efficient to have the kitchen close to the growing area. If the chef needs something, it can just go out, grab what he needs, come back, instead of walking far, grabbing it, coming in, going out, coming in. It's just easier this way, trust me. And also if you can get your dining area a little bit closer to the kitchen where they will actually grab the food, that also helps. Now hunting, that's one more way to get some food. Basically it's simple. When you need meat, go hunt for it. If you find a big animal like this, well, let me first talk about this. If you go out to hunt, this right here shows the percentage chance of the animal fighting back when you hunt it. So basically, Mega Sloth has a 50% chance every time it takes damage to turn around and attack you. So basically, you want to, in the start at least, hunt these things, and maybe the bigger things like rhinos. If you want a rhino, it gives a lot of meat, but be careful. In the start, you don't want to send all 3 of you guys out to hunt them and they end up dying. But when the colony gets bigger, grab like 5-6 guys that shoots very well, bring them out and let them shoot all at the same time at like a rhino or an elephant. It gives a lot of food, gives a lot of leather, and it's a great way of doing it. But like I said, be careful. Now, along with hunting comes butchering. You also want to keep your butchering table close to the fridge and the kitchen, closer to the fridge, because the person in the kitchen will go into the fridge to get the meat, obviously. But you don't want the butchering table inside of the kitchen. This will make it dirty and cause food poisoning. So keep it away from the kitchen, but close to the fridge. This way someone can come in, butcher the animal, and just store him here. Now ranching is something new. We have been able to tame animals for a long time, but now we can ranch. We can put them in a pen where they can live. This is great if you get something like sheep, and there's a bunch of animals that's really useful. Sheep gives wool and meat. Now you want to keep your pen close to the butchering area as well, and the kitchen. And then one more thing you want to take a look at, when you have these animals inside and you have your pen set up and you have this marker that tells, you know, sheep goes in here, you want to take a look at the nutrition growth and nutrition consumption. This tells you if the food's gonna run out, or if there's enough food to feed them just by free ranging. You don't need to add extra feed. Like this, for instance, nutrition growth is 2.44. So that's the amount that will grow. The amount that they will eat is 1.44. Let's say in a day 2.44 grows and they eat 1.44. So there will always be food for them no matter what. Then something really cool that you can do, which is really nice, is manage or to slaughter. This way you can come into this little menu, find the animal you want to that you're keeping. Basically you find the animal that you are keeping in a pen, and here you can set the number that you want in there. Basically total, you can set it on this area, but I recommend going to this tab, male and female. So if you want male adults, right, we only want one male adult. Let's say male young, we'll let them grow up to become a male adult, and then they will automatically get slaughtered if there's more than one male adult. Now female adults, you want that a little bit more, because you know that's how it works. They give the babies, more of them, more babies, you only need one male. So let's say we want 4 on this spot. Right now, if there's a new young sheep that's growing up and it's a female, and this number ticks over to 4, they will not slaughter it. But if it goes over 4 and it goes into 5 total female adults, they will slaughter it automatically. Then on this side you can say pregnant if you want. If it's pregnant, you don't want to allow them to slaughter it, or if the animal is bonded. And then like I said, male, same thing. If it goes over 1, they will slaughter it automatically. Now I recommend leaving the male young and female young at just infinity, so that they will first grow up and then you get the maximum amount of meat. And that's it, guys. That's basically as much as you need to know. You'll survive with this knowledge. Just remember, don't put too big of a grow area in the start. Just manage a little bit, keep your animals close, and also one more thing, keep your kitchen clean. The kitchen, if it's dirty, food poisoning will happen. Okay, it will happen if your cooking is low, your cooking skill is low, but just minimize the dirt in your kitchen. That's why you don't want a lot of people walking through it. Okay, anyway, thank you guys. Leave a like if this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.